Your voice changes on.
All right, how about now?
You're good.
All right.
Yep.
Man.
It does sound like a few of us are about to reach time, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get the those samurais XP?
13 Samurai.
Yep, 13.
We'll wait on the loot.
There we
I don't know how long you were with us before you dropped, but I've got on the treasure based on people's turns that we've counted 1,600 so far.
Last turn.
Yeah, that was the last count. At first, I thought he just wasn't correcting me because I was doing such a good job. It took a while before I realized he hadn't talked in a minute.
Okay, so Tenzi's group went in there and started counting.
Yeah,
2 of them, yeah.
Okay, so yep, now we're at 1,600. And now my system just doesn't want to play music. There we go. All right, shit. Okay. Um. Okay. 13. My masters. So they were worth 2,000 each. Player characters 4. NPCs earn XP was 9. Number of creatures defeated was all 13. Hit dice per creature was 6. Warriors and bards in the party was 8. There you go. So I think well over 10,000 experience points per player character this session. All right, and end of round. And should we pick it up there next time, or you want to keep going for a little while?
pick it up there next time, please.
All right, so let's go back to the landing page. And so who gained levels?
Natar and Wizard.
Minotaur and Wizard.
Musashi.
He's now level, what, 9?
Yep.
Nice. That's high enough to get Grand Mastery.
Yep.
Did Fenmar gain?
When I came for a minute.
Oh. Minotaur gains 1 maximum HP.
That's a dual class and
He rolled a
on a
3 though.
D4.
Yeah. Just be sure to record 3, not 1.
Word 3.
Is Fenmar back?
Another second. Another fifth.
Oh, is he 10th level mage now?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, next level he's gonna get a whole bunch of new spell slots. I think at level 11 you get like 3
Nice.
different ones.
The board's 11.
That's our dinner.
Fenmar, are you there? Huh. Okay. Did you pick out your spells for Anatar? What he's gonna fill his slots with?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Hmm?
Okay, doesn't look like Fenmar is gonna be back anytime soon. So as soon as you guys finish your dealios, let me know.
And the only thing I haven't looked up yet is whether Anatar gets the proficiencies.
No, that's linked to his fighter class. He gets him every 3rd level as a fighter.
Cool. Alright, that'll be
So,
it then.
Okay. And Musashi's level 9, so he gets another weapon slot and non-weapon slot.
So we gotta figure out how to learn high. Gotta figure out how to learn.
Grandmaster. Yeah. With his katanas. Or 1 katana. He does have a backup magical katana, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, what, +2?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, when, with the damage increase from that, because it's D10, D12, it'll go up to D12, D20 when he Grandmasters. So to large creatures, he's going to be doing a hell of a lot more damage.
Yeah.
And then that might make his +4 Wakizashi obsolete. I think average damage, let's see, on a D12 is 6.5. +2 would be 8.5, and he's got a +4 Wakizashi, which does D6, D8, right? Or is it D8, D8? I think it's D6, D8. So that's like 3.5 plus 4 would be 7.5. So he'd be doing more damage with a katana +2 on the average.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to go eat.
Oh, There you go. Okay. So did Fenmar gain a level?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Level 6.
Oh.
So he gets let's see, I think he gets a non-weapon slot. Let me check.
Yes, non-weapon.
Yes.
Yay, 4. Woohoo!
Oh,
Nice.
finally.
Hey. Yeah. You rolled a 4.
All right, guys, my dinner's here. Good night, and thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. See you next week.
Yeah,
Have a good week.
you too.
Depending on how much treasure we find, Chandrak and Airdrin might level up next session.
It's a lot of treasure, man. I'm not gonna lie. There's a magic sword, a magic ring, a magic book, a magic rod, a girdle. Jeez, it's a lot of stuff. There's like more than one thing for each player character. Definitely.
How do weapons proficiencies work? Like, can I change? Like, once you have a slot, are you stuck with it? Can you change that slot?
No. You can add to the slot though. So like you're already proficient in footman's mace. So
Can I go to then all bludgeoning weapons?
no, the in combat and tactics it shows the weapon groups, weapon specialization. So it's in chapter 4. Weapon proficiencies, specialization in weapon groups. There's a, let's see, let's look in the index for a weapon group. Weapon and shield. Weapon specific styles. Group lists. There it is. Okay. So
What page is it on?
I don't know. It's I looked it up in the index. So, but
Weapons groups.
there's a mace tight group, and it's part of the clubs, maces, and flails broad group. So you're already proficient with footman's mace, right? If you add one more slot, you can be proficient with tight group maces, which is footman's mace, horseman's mace, and mace axe, which you are forbidden to use, but you can still get the mace's tight group. And then eventually, if you add one more to it, then you have tight group maces, tight group clubs, tight group flails. Oh, that's it. So it's maces, clubs, and flails. Broad group. It's because the broad groups cost 3 slots. And that gives you proficiency with footman's mace, horseman's mace, club, great club, war club, ankus, which I think you're barred from using because it's part slashing. Morning Star, which is part piercing, so you can't use it. And then flails, which is the horseman's flail and the footman's flail. So one more slot gets you proficiency with another mace and the mace axe, which you're barred from using. And then another slot after that gets you all the clubs and all the flails too. So to me, it's a pretty good deal. And then after that, there's also the Hammers Tight Group, which would cost you 2 slots. And that's the Warhammer, the Maul, and the Sledge, which you can use all 3 of those. And the Maul is a decent weapon, too. It does, like, 2D... It's either 1d10, 2d4, or 2d4, 1d10. I think it might be 2d4, 1d10. But it's a 2-handed bludgeoning weapon. It's kind of heavy, and you can't use a shield, obviously, but 2d4, 1d10 is decent damage, especially to large creatures. So. And there is a small chance to run into...
Am I forbidden from using longswords?
Yeah. You're not forbidden from gaining proficiency with them, but you're forbidden from using them. Like, forbidden as in, if you used one and then prayed for your spells, you wouldn't be able to get your first level spell slots replaced. And then the next time you use it, you wouldn't be able to get your second level spell slots replaced, and then your third and your fourth, until you can't.
I know that's based on like some of the mythoid stuff, right? So even if my deity Coralon uses a bow and a longsword, a +5 longsword.
Yeah, if you were a specialty priest, it would be fine for you to use those, because specialty priests model themselves after their deity. Clerics are different. They are more like tweaked towards kind of following like an entire pantheon of gods.
Okay.
Rather than just one.
That works.
Yeah. And they've kind of when they released Spelljammer, they fixed that. They made it so that when you're a cleric in Spelljammer, you can be a polyglot cleric, which means you're either a cleric of an entire pantheon of gods, like the entire elf pantheon, or the entire human pantheon, or whatever, or you're a cleric of like, I think it's just the whole pantheon, one pantheon of your choice. And it's usually linked to your race, obviously. If you're a human, it's going to be, the human pantheon. But what that does is, if even one of those gods is present in a crystal sphere that you pass into, you get full access to all your spells, which is pretty cool. But that was kind of how the cleric originally worked. Like, you weren't a cleric of one god originally. It was, the cleric class was, it just worshipped all the gods. And so you revered the gods or whatever, and you kept, because I think in original OD&D they didn't really have religions per se. It was just character classes. They didn't even have races yet. It was like, if you played a cleric, you were a human, and at level 1 you didn't have any spells, and at level 2 you started getting spells. And dwarf was a class, elf was a class, and if you played elf, you were basically a fighter mage. So, but and then they released AD&D, and all that changed. You had a race and a class and stuff. So, and with AD&D, they released gods as well. So the elves had their own pantheon and whatnot.
Deities and demigods.
Yeah. And at level 6, you also have new spell slots. So you get an additional...
One extra third.
Yeah, one extra third. Yeah. And you can fill that right now if you want to.
Yeah, I'll pick it. I've got it added on. I just gotta figure out which ones I'm gonna use.
Okay. And then, did you decide which type of undead slayer you want to be? Oh, that's right, Lich.
Lich.
So I'll have to throw a Lich at you guys sometime soon. So that should be fun. Liches usually come with a book of magic, and there's a chance that they have magical clothing as well. So that should be pretty cool. Magical clothes are always interesting. You know, robe of eyes, or another cloak of displacement, or just a cloak of protection. Something random. All right. And you added your 4 HP. And did you choose what you're going to use your non-weapon slot on?
Not yet. I found one that I need to look at because I think it takes 2 slots. It's for priests and warriors. It's not endurance. It's shit. It allows you to keep fighting even if you go negative.
Oh, Iron Will?
I think that's it. Yeah. I think it takes 2.
Yeah. That one might also have a minimum level. I'll have to check it out. And then you realize you didn't spend your level 4 weapon proficiency, right?
Yeah, I was trying to decide what I want to use that on.
Okay. That was combat and tactics, and special talents, Iron Will, group warrior priest, initial rating 3, 2 slots, wisdom -2. Some people are possessed of an amazing ability. Yeah, there's no minimum level on that. That's what's up. Some people are possessed of an amazing ability to drive themselves on despite injuries or exhaustion that would stop another person in his tracks. A character with the Iron Will talent gains +1 bonus to saving throws versus mind-affecting spells or effects, including charms, holds, hypnotism, fascination, suggestion, and other such spells. In addition, the character with Iron Will have the unique ability to keep fighting even after being reduced to negative hit points. Each round that the character wishes to remain conscious, he must roll a successful saving throw versus death with his negative hit point total as a modifier to the roll. Wow. For example, a character reduced to -5 hit points can try to stay on his feet and keep moving and fighting by succeeding on a saving throw roll with a -5 penalty. As long as the character remains conscious, his condition does not worsen. In other words, he does not begin to lose 1 additional hit point per round until he actually passes out. That's awesome.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. It's
I
good fit for a warrior or a priest, I think.
Yeah, warrior and priest can get that. I think it's most beneficial to priests though, because they would already have a good saving throw against charms, holds, hypnotism, fascination, suggestion, and other such spells, because that's what your magic defense adjustment for wisdom defends you from. That's all charm stuff. Charm is charm magic. The hold spells are charm magic. Hypnotism and fascination, suggestion are all charm spells. So
30% natural resistance for being a half elf.
Yep. Yeah. Half elf, 30% natural resistance. Then you have your magic defense adjustment and a +1 from having Iron Will. So charms are like not gonna work on you very easily. All right. Any questions before we go?
Mm-mm.
All right, and for our viewers, please stick around for a raid. I want to just raid real quick. Back to Twitch. See if Lord Gosumba's streaming it, and they are. Okay, so we can raid Lord Gosumba real quick. If you like who we are and like what we do, I strongly encourage you to explore our links below. If you're watching us live on Twitch, there's links to Patreon, PayPal, Discord, Twitter, etc. And if you're watching us on YouTube, some of those same links are on the YouTube homepage, including Discord and Patreon and PayPal, I think. All right, here we go into Lord Gosumba's stream. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
You guys.